All right, here we go. Into picks and bans. Let's check it out. First ban coming from Ferris State University. Yeah, we are on blue, so I believe. Yeah, we are all set as far as that is concerned. All right, first ban Anivia. We knew that was coming. We've been discussing that so far, the picks. That's a strong mid lane choice for FSU Crimson. FSU's first ban is probably going to be something that shuts down Scraw. Nocturne. Yep, that's the jungle pick. That's going to be shutting down Easy Fox. The next ban coming up from Murray State University. Is the Sivir. So the Sivir ADC has been banned out. No one can use that. That's an FSU pick. Sivir's not really a strong ADC, though, unless you can really get her fed. So I'm kind of surprised they wouldn't just let that through. And there's the Aurelia ban locking it at a top lane. Sorry, Pizzeria. The Ornn ban, and now that's surprising because Pizzeria likes to play Ornn too, but I guess he just didn't want to take the chance of it getting scooped up by FSU Crimson. Cassidon ban, that is a big one against Blackwing 4032. He plays a lot of Cassidon. The Vlad ban, Vlad pick coming out from Ray State. Not really what I expect to see, but I think he can make it work. Misfortune coming in. They're grabbing that for their ADC right off the bat. I don't believe that it's going Misfortune top lane. They just want to make sure they get it. Leona, there's the support pick coming in, so it'll definitely be Misfortune Leona combo in the bot lane. That's a very strong combo right now with the CC availability from Leona and just the insane amount of damage and mobility from Misfortune. It's a good combo. Hovering over the Jinx. Interesting. It looks like Murray State is going to go with the Jinx. Which I approve. I love Jinx. When she gets a kill in, she's just a speedy beast. Sorry, I'm doing everything I can to handle social media. And there's the Nautilus pick, so that's the support more than likely for Murray State. So it'll be a Nautilus Jinx. That'll get the hooks in to get them close in so Jinx can lay down the damage. And there's the Aatrox pick. Top lane for FSU Crimson looks to be Aatrox. And then there's the Elise ban. That's locking out Easy Fox for sure. I've seen Easy Fox play quite a bit of Elise. Next ban coming out from Murray State University will be... We are on a 120-second delay, by the way. That is the rules for this tournament. So I do apologize if I don't respond to chat so quick. Olaf ban. Good, strong ban coming out from Murray State University. Olaf is so much work to deal with right now. And there's the Jarvan 4 ban. Really limiting the jungle choices right now. But Olaf is just insanely fast. He can do the 3 camp clear really quick. Level 3 invades are not a problem for him as long as he keeps hitting his axe the way he needs to. And there's the Hecarim ban. They are just banning all sorts of junglers, trying to keep that jungle pool as small as possible. So I expect to see something like Warwick picks, not a Sejuani, not at all. Let's go Racers. What's up, Cheese? Sejuani is a good tanky jungle pick, but she's slow on the clears this season. So, but she can do a lot more of the kind of AoE. She can do more camps earlier, but it's not always the best option to go that way. So let's see who Murray State goes with. I recommend Warwick here, but that's because I'm a Warwick one trick. Because he's quick, he's got good sustain, single target damage is really strong early, and they're going with the Vi. Vi is also a good pick here as long as you can hit that skill shot. If you don't hit that Q, you're done. You're just done, especially in the early levels. And it is critical this season that the junglers work as hard as possible, as early as possible, to get those dragons, to get those Rift Heralds, and to get as many enemy jungle camps to keep them from getting any levels. If you can get 2 levels up on the enemy jungle, they're done. It's pretty much a 4v5 at that point. And Lysandra coming in as the last pick from Ferris State University. I'm assuming she will be going mid. That is a pick that they ran last week, and I'm not sure how well it worked out, but maybe it's getting better. And the last pick coming out from FSU Crimson, they're hovering the Vigar, they're hovering the just everybody. LeBlanc, Yasuo mid, Zoe. And there are your teams. So we will wait for the loadout countdown to finish, and we will be right back with the match. I do want to say a big thank you to everybody for tuning in so far today. Welcome to the stream. This is Ferris State University Racers versus FSU Crimson, which is Ferris State University Crimson in Grand Rapids, Michigan, for the North Conference 2020 Collegiate League of Legends Tournament.
Only by frozen memories. It's fine. Racing on these broken
All right, the game will be loading up for us now as we move into spectate mode. Hopefully. We're not going to click anything because it could break. There we go. Now it's time to play a little bit of the skins game. Who has the better skins? I'm feeling like FSU has definitely made the better choices overall. I really do not like this Neon Strike Vi skin, but that's just personal preference. That Black Queen Lysandra skin is pretty nice though, as well as Abyssal Nautilus. Kind of looks like some Warhammer 40k stuff going on there. Soul Stealer Vladimir, not bad. Mafia Jinx, not bad. Mafia Misfortune probably takes it for me. Lunar Eclipse Leona looks really good. Traditional Sejuani, yeah. And then Zoe doesn't even have a skin picked. So maybe we won't go with FSU here. At least Murray State put skins on all their characters. And all these players do have League unlocked. So they do have access to quite a few skins and all the champions. So that none of those pesky limitations are a problem, which is really nice. And I do want to point out that we have just gotten started for the spring semester. Overwatch will be starting quite soon. Tryouts are completed. We have our 2 rosters. We actually have to meet about TESPA Varsity soon because they will be voting to make a decision on whether or not the hero pool rotations will be coming out to the varsity tournament this semester. Let's go ahead and get our transition in. Get our stuff squared away. Scoreboard. Objective timers. Time controls we don't need. And make sure everything looks good. Everything looks good. You've got Murray State University in the blue versus Ferris State University in the red. Welcome to Summoner's Rift, everybody. We'll go ahead and shrink this back down. And we will pretty much be letting directed camera do most of the work for us because it is just me today, so it's going to be hard for me to try to keep up with all the action and click on her. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we've got, it looks like FSU is going to be going for the early invade, and the Vi is not where she needs to be. That is an early flash sacrificed by Murray State University. That is a tactical advantage by FSU Crimson already. They get some vision into Murray State. Murray State is not collapsing on FSU Crimson. Vi is going to back. He's warning that there are people there. The Jinx is going to hide in the bush, but she just needs to run. All 5 FSU Crimson are in the Murray State jungle right now, which means you do not want to be anywhere near those because not all 5 of Murray State University are in this jungle. Lysandra's up top. Vlad's up atop. They put a ward up there, but I don't think they really need to worry about that. They know exactly where FSU Crimson is. They're in the Murray State jungle. Now here's where a tactical play, me want booze, makes a big change here. Murray State should be rotating. See where Vi's going now? Vi's up here. She's going to work this side of her jungle and then probably go this way because FSU Crimson is going to work this part of the jungle and go that way. This is a opposite jungle run. It's something you have to kind of deal with. So they're going to take that red and then rotate up and get that blue instead of letting Murray State get their red and then get their blue. Murray State is going to have to go to FSU Crimson's red, and they've already got it warded, so it shouldn't be a big deal for them to do that. Essentially, it's just making people path differently. And Sejuani showing up early, gets hooked by the Nautilus, getting a lot of damage in from that Jinx, but they get, I believe, another flash out off of Murray State and move on. And in the top lane, we've got Aatrox versus Vlad. Vlad is a champion that can basically nullify a lot of the damage being put on him at any given time. So hopefully he will just zip out. Hail the God Emperor. Warhammer 40k. Yeah, that Nautilus skin has some 40k vibe to it. So as you can see, Nautilus is that Aatrox combo. We got a lot of stuff going on here in this jungle. I want to zoom over to that. Vi is really low. It looks like FSU rotated really quick. Hey, thank you for the 5 bits. Party, party, party. First blood going to FSU Crimson on Zoe. So what happened there was Murray State was forced to rotate into the FSU jungle to get those buffs. But because FSU knew that Murray State was going to be forced to do that because they forced it, they were able to collapse on Vi at the right opportunity to stop her from getting that red buff, to stop her from getting level 3, and just put Murray State down that much right now. So the buff moves over to FSU, whoever got the kill on Vi exactly, and they just keep playing. It looks like Zoe got the blue and the red off of Vi. So that's 2 players for FSU right now that have blue-red buffs. Sejuani being the jungler, Zoe being the mid laner. That's a lot of extra buffs for FSU this early in the game. Gold lead's pretty much the same. Big support for racers right now. That's awesome. All right. So we got level 3 in the bot lane. Aatrox is a little bit higher in the level, but Vlad kind of can just hold off. And a fight going down in the bot lane. In comes Sejuani. Jinx is going to get exhausted and has to blink as well, but they keep putting the stun on her, but Nautilus is going to stand in the way and take a lot of the damage. They need to back up here. They are really low. Murray State can kind of throw some poke here, but they are not in any position to attack. And Sejuani's going to hide in that bush. They know good and well that Sejuani's still there, so they're going to hold back and keep that attack from happening. And if you look in the minimap right now, it looked like Vi was going to try to invade on Aatrox, but Aatrox saw her coming, and there's no communication going on from this top lane. Why has Vlad not rotated down to come help this Vi? This fight is happening, whether Vlad likes it or not, and he needs to come help support. All right, they peel off that. We go back to the bot lane where the majority of the action happens in League of Legends, and it's really just farm city. Not a lot going on in the mid lane right now. Zoe is putting a lot of pressure on Lissandra, but that is good positioning from Blackwing to be kind of back there so he doesn't get caught out. He doesn't get ganked by the Sejuani anytime soon. Sejuani is already working on re-clearing her jungle, getting the blue buff again. She's really low. This is where Vi is really hurt from that original invade, kill that happened to her. She's not going to be able to catch up as quickly. She's not invading Sejuani's camps. She's losing XP. She's losing stats. And, Sejuani's 4. Vi is 4. They're keeping the same level, but I'm just concerned already. Aatrox and Vlad are going back and forth. Aatrox throwing his combo out. There was a flash into the Vlad ability to kind of keep that damage from just melting him. And Murray State bot lane positioning really well, working their CS lead. You can see that as far as CS goes, Murray State's ahead by 2 in the bot lane, ahead by 5 in the top lane. The jungle is evened up, and Zoe in the mid lane is winning just barely at 36-32. So that CS lead is a big deal in this early game. That's extra gold. That's, in your pocket, which means extra items, which means you get to go back sooner. You get to kind of control the lane presence and control the waves. And right now, it's pretty much a stalemate. The first dragon is up. It is the Cloud Drake. Not a lot of people rushing for this. This Cloud Drake just gives you, I believe, 10% cooldown on your ultimate ability, which is not the greatest thing in the world. And there's a big fight in the bot lane. Nautilus and Jinx are caught way out. As you can see, they get the nice early kill on the Misfortune. Leona is there to just tank a lot of damage. And there's another hook. She's not going to get away here. Jinx is going to put down the damage. And that's a double kill in the bot lane for Murray State University. They just went up 2-1. Amazing play by Murray State University there. I was worried with that Leona dive that Murray State was just not going to have the HP to deal with her standing there hitting with that sword. So essentially, when you're playing Leona, you are a gigantic tank. You can take all the damage you want to, no problem. And that's it. Oh, it looks like Vi just put in, check the vision on the Cloud Drake. Let me see if I can hurry this in to tell you. A precise, what does that say? Your team gains a precise cooldown when this monster camp is killed. That is not a very precise tooltip. So, Murray State working on that red camp there, getting that buff back, not letting FSU steal it this time around. And it looks like the mid lane and the jungler for FSU Crimson really want to take this dragon, and they should, in the sense that you do want to take care of all the objectives on the map. And here comes the bot lane. So yeah, FSU Crimson is definitely going to get this unless Vi pulls off some of the crazy steal. But I don't even think Murray State knows that it's being taken right now. And red team just took the first dragon. So I believe over here, 10% ultimate cooldown. So is now on a 10% extra cooldown reduction. So that's really helpful for FSU Crimson in that it means they can throw out ults 10% faster essentially. Because unlike Overwatch or other games where you generate a bar, it's all time based. Cooldowns are, for the most part, for most ultimates, are time based. Otherwise, FSU's got their lanes kind of pushed in pretty well here. Mid lane's pushed in, bot lane's pushed in. The only one's not pushed in is top lane. But I'm pretty sure Aatrox just wants Vlad to come in and he wants to put that damage down. But it's a tough call. As you can see, Blackwing is doing a much better Lissandra game. He's asleep right now. That's a big problem. Zoe is going to finish this up more than likely. Great flash at the last second, and he gets that. Did he get the Zoe? Yeah, they traded 1 for 1 there. That was a beautiful play by Blackwing. For those that didn't really see what happened there was an ability that was about to hit, and he waited till the very last second to get enough position to flash out of it and put another ability on Zoe to guarantee that kill. He knew he wasn't going to make it out of that fight. He was so low in HP, but he did enough to make sure that it went 1 for 1. That's a good trade overall. That's worthwhile. It's better than going 0-1. So it looks like the bot lane's feeling a little spicy right now. Nautilus is going in, going to lock down that Misfortune, and they get her, but Leona is putting the damage on Jinx, but it's not going to be enough. She dives in. Will Nautilus get in the way? He does, and that is another double kill for the bot lane. Great job. Aatrox and Sejuani are going after Vi and Vlad, and Vi uses her Q to get away. Beautiful placement because that Zoe ability was coming in. I'm not sure if Vi knew that was happening or not, but it was just the right decision, the right call. But Sejuani is closing the gap and has to finally bails out. Vi gets away with another Q. That is the great thing about that Q, is that it is a good damage ability and is a good mobility move. So if you need to get in or get out, you've got that ability. You don't have to instantly burn your flash. You can burn something else first. And it looks like the bot lane is putting quite a bit of damage on FSU Crimson's bot lane. And there's a sleep again. Not going to get out of it this time. I'm afraid that Zoe might have this. Oh, Blackwing has to back up. Good call overall for Blackwing. Now, that is putting him down in CS, but it's better that he doesn't die. Except that just happened. These Zoe plays are really good. So we can't fault him too much here. Zoe's hard to deal with. She goes all over the place. It's kind of like fighting a Tracer that has not just a zip move, but a teleport as well, and can also put you to sleep. So just think about it like that. I'm going to try to do as much as I can to refer to this via Overwatch, because quite a few of our Overwatch team is in here rooting for the races right now. Vlad and Aatrox are still just kind of going toe-to-toe. Vlad definitely has the CS lead. And oh, Leona's caught out early, but there's that Misfortune ult. Luckily, Nautilus is in the way to take a lot of the damage. They take out the Leona after she dives in on the Jinx, and they get a third double kill in the bot lane. Bot lane is very fed at this point, and what that means is they've got a lot more gold, they've got a lot more XP, they've got a lot more lane control than the FSU Crimson bot lane. That is a great place to be fed because that lane can win the game. That ADC is attack damage carry. Carry is in the name. And it looks like Vlad's going in, but also Vi went in on Sejuani. Sejuani's low, but she gets the freeze off, but it's not enough. The knockup is there. The Zoe bubble misses its shot, and Vi takes out Sejuani. Great play from Ferris State University. She's charging up that Q again. She wants to go in. She knocks up the Zoe. There's the stun from Lysandra, and they're putting in the damage, and she is down. Blackwing gets the kill there. That's more gold in his pocket, and Vi is going to have to back, but ooh, Misfortune almost caught her out. They're going to push that lane. They're pushing the top lane. It looks like lots of plates are down for FSU Crimson as Murray State is really putting in good map control. I do wish they had some more vision on the map in general, and I think that's what that's what KG is doing right now, is getting more vision out there. There's no reason at all that Vlad could not be putting more wards in the river to help Vi. There's no reason that Blackwing could not be putting wards in bushes near the dragon and near Rift Herald just to give a little bit more vision there. There is a ward right here that is really well placed, but I'd like to see one on that bush there and that bush there to really benefit Murray State in the vision game, because as of right now, Vlad does not know the Sejuani's right here. You know, which isn't really a problem because he's back at base, but it would be better if everyone on the team knew that Sejuani was right here, because that could set up a gank. Now, this is really good ward placement by both teams, making sure they keep an eye on this dragon. That's a big deal. What I really hope Murray State does now is they get that bot lane to go in, get another double kill, and then go get that dragon. Zoe looks like she's going off with Sejuani to get that dragon right now. I would expect some more pings coming out from Murray State, you know. Blackwing should be pinging, hey, Zoe's missing. Vlad should be pinging, hey, Aatrox is missing. Oh, Aatrox is mid. They're probably talking it out. But here's a collapse coming in on this second dragon, and Murray State is not there. So that is another dragon objective lost by Murray State University. That's a mountain drake, infernal dragon. That's 4% attack damage and ability power going to FSU Crimson, along with that 10% ultimate cooldown reduction. That's faster ultis and ultis that hit a lot harder. So Murray State's going to have to play a little bit more careful now. Here comes Sejuani, but they started the attack. The Misfortune all goes down, but it's just going to hit a Nautilus, not for a whole lot. And there it goes, the Jinx taking out the Leona. Sejuani is in a bad position here. She really needs to get out. That big rocket. This is what I'm talking about. When Jinx gets kills, she gets attack speed, she gets movement speed, she gets damage. So she can just lay down the fire and melt people. Aatrox coming in on Vlad, but it doesn't mean anything to him. He can shake it all off like Taylor Swift in a music video. So the top lane is perfectly safe. They are keep pushing that. He just got a little bit more of that tower. That's extra gold for Vlad. He is tanking these shots, no problem. Lysandra is going after this Zoe. I don't know if I would be chasing right there. He could have been pushing his lane while the Zoe was away. He might have just been trying to zone out for the Vi while she got the Rift Herald, which is also a very good play. I did not realize Vi was going for the Rift Herald at the time, but that was more than likely what he was doing, is zoning out for his teammate. I'm seeing so much better coordination from Murray State this week. They're working really well together, and I really like it. They're up 13 kills to 4 with a 6,000 gold lead. Now, that is a lot of gold. Most of the most expensive items in the game are in the 3,000 gold range, so being up essentially 3,000 gold items worth of stuff. Now obviously it's not 3,000 gold items on a single character, but it means a lot. You know, you can look down at the bottom right now and see that overall they just have more items purchased on the Murray State team, which means they either have finished items and are moving on to other ones, or they are able to spread their gold a little bit more wildly into multiple smaller items to give quick bonuses. Vi going in quick on the Aatrox, gets the ultimate knockup and takes him out. And here comes the bot lane from Murray State. They are so close, and they get that Zoe. The gold goes to KG, the support, which is fine. I'm pretty sure Jinx at this point is so fed that they really don't need it. And Vlad is going to take a tower hit until the minion wave comes in, and they get another turret. That is 2 turrets in favor of Murray State. Looks like they're going to trade this one. FSU Crimson is going to get this bot lane turret. Jung Diff. What is up, Zexpa? Good to see you back in the stream again today. And now they're going to put some more pressure on this mid lane while FSU Crimson kind of works the bot. And there is that Rift Herald that Vi took just a few moments ago. That's another tower done. They're going to walk away here, which is probably the best play. They get another turret. That's 2 more turrets from Murray State University. This game is going pretty quick. Aatrox is going to work on that Rift Herald, Shelly as they call her. And she won't be taking another tower inhibitor, but right now Murray State doesn't need it. Murray State is still down 2 dragon objectives, but they really have shown that it's not that big a deal. Now, they do need to be contesting at least the last dragon, because you really don't want the dragon soul to get put into the enemy team's hands. That gives a lot more bonus. So I hope they position around dragons more moving forward, but look at the vision from FSU Crimson. They've got a ward here, a ward here, a ward here, a ward here in there, and a ward here, and a ward here. And then they've also got vision here, here, here. They've got a lot of vision. Murray State's vision, 1 there. Nothing here, really. 1 here, 1 in the river. And that's really it. Murray State's vision is still not where I want to see it overall. The scores look good. The support has 16. The mid has a 13. Jungler is at 11. Jungle should be a little bit higher than that, just saying. You can notice FSU Crimson's is at 15. You want to shoot for a jungle score. Now, what I mean by jungle score is right here, this number. You want this number to be twice as many minutes. So neither team is really putting in a absolute ton of vision, because they're also trying to play the game. And there's a quick little poke on the Nautilus. Doesn't do anything to make him worry. There's some more vision coming out from Murray State University. They are doing exactly what I said they need to be doing, positioning for this next dragon. Now they need to watch out. Zoe and Sejuani are looking for that combo play, and they put the Nautilus to sleep. They get a lot of damage, so he's not going to be able to do too much more here. He gets shut down. KG is down. There comes some misfortune. Vlad is in here though. I'm not sure. There comes. Holy cow, Vi with the big knock up here. Vlad is going to take out Leona. And Lysandra is caught out. Aatrox ult. Sejuani knock up. Sejuani W misses. There is the stopwatch. That is going to keep him alive a little bit longer. He hopes he doesn't get that E. They get him, but he does take somebody down with him at the same time. Murray State is also going to clean out Misfortune. And I believe that is a 3 for 4. And Murray State has the opportunity to take this dragon. Aatrox really can't go in and steal. He can dive in there. But as long as Murray State positions and times properly, yeah, there you go. All right, so the early dive in from Vlad, they're going to go ahead and take out the Aatrox first. They don't want to take any risk of him jumping in there and stealing that dragon. They almost don't put him down. That was a pretty hectic little fight there for the Vi, but now they are fine. They're going to go in. Vlad is going to tank the dragon. Vi is going to do the damage, and they are going to get this Mountain Drake. While FSU Crimson is coming in hot right down here, they are getting ready, but Nautilus is there. Jinx is there. They are going to bully out those only 2 entrance points, and they get it. So Murray State takes the dragon. That is going to get them 6% armor and magic resistance. So they are a stouter team now all together, which is going to help them. Vlad is going to keep building some stacks here. He's using his abilities. Vi does not really need the jungle camps as much now. It's more important that you clear out jungle camps so the enemy team does not get them. So that's what they're going to do. Murray State positioning here. Now, what they really need to be concerned about is in 37 seconds, Baron will be up. Baron Nashor is the other major objective on the map. Murray State up 13 kills. They really don't want to let objectives go here. You can be ahead, but the more you let go because you want to play safe, the quicker you can lose that lead that you've got. So what we're going to see here is FSU Crimson is going to start positioning themselves to get vision around the Baron pit and try to make a play on that. I would assume they're not going to go for a Baron play. They are going to go for a Baron bait and try to get Murray State into a big team fight that they might be able to win with all the CC they've got. But it looks like Murray State is playing very protective of their towers right now and very defensive. They're not one to get caught out. Ultimate coming in from Sejuani. Nautilus is going in to take as much damage as he can, but the Aatrox comes in and takes out the Jinx. Sejuani is just eating people alive. Aatrox takes out the Vi. Vlad takes out the Leona. KG has slain Sejuani. Vlad takes out the Zoe. He is just going to juke all day against this Aatrox, and he's going for it. He wants blood, literally, because that's kind of what his character does. So they put down more vision here. Aatrox is going to try to back away. Lysandra maybe is going in here. Risky player. He is low. As long as the abilities are dodged, Lysandra should have no problem taking him out. And yeah, he's going to stay. But he does respawn, I believe, if they are not careful. If he gets his ult off in time. They take him down. Aatrox is out. That was an ace from Ferris State University. Now, they need to start getting vision on that Baron pit right now. They aren't in a great position to take it, but they also do not have enough vision in there. They need a ton of wards right in here, in this Baron pit. No one has any vision on the Baron pit right now. Murray State is positioning to maybe try to steal this red buff, which is a good play because it'll keep it out of FSU Crimson's hand. Murray State up 25 kills to 9 kills. We're 21 minutes in here. This is a pretty fast-moving game. They get the red buff. They're going to back away. In comes Sejuani thinking, hey, where's my red buff? They're positioned well here. They are all around the Baron pit. They're waiting for someone for FSU to make a move towards this pit because this is the only major objective on the map right now. So that is exactly what Murray State needs to focus on. FSU Crimson tightly grouped together here. They are, moving as a unit, which is what you have to do when you're down. You have to work on these team fights. But what you really want is not a 5v5. You want like a 4-on-1, 4-on-2. Get some picks on the team that's up. That gives you a lot of shutdown gold. As you can see, if they kill Vlad, that's 700 gold in their pocket. If they kill Lysandra, it's 150 gold in their pocket. These bounties will help put a losing team right back in the fight in a matter of minutes. So they're really hoping to try to pull these off. This Vlad pickoff, though, is going to be near impossible for them. They're warning Lysandra. They say, hey, hey, hey. Bad position. Oh, no. Lysandra got caught out. Is asleep. Sejuani goes in. He pops the hourglass early. Sejuani gets the stun off, and there's the misfortune ult. But there is even more protection coming out from the abilities of Lysandra to keep him alive. And that's that shutdown gold I just told you about. So that's 150 gold going to misfortune. That's more money going to the ADC on FSU Crimson, which means more damage is going to be available to them soon. Zoe and Sejuani are working on the jungle camps there. That was just a good pick from FSU Crimson. The positioning was just not 100% optimal. It happens. Murray State can handle a kill like that, but they can't be doing too many more. Jinx is going to be asleep here for this fight, but she wakes up pretty quick. Nautilus is going to keep him tanked down. Leona goes in on Jinx, drops the exhaust, trying to just shut down all that damage. Flashes over the wall to try to get away. There's some more damage coming out from the Jinx, and Pizzeria takes down the Leona again. So that's the trade for trade there. You know, Murray State lost one, but they just got a Leona kill. It's always said, though, you know, oh, you know, losing your... If your support dies, it's no big deal. As you can see here, Vlad is just going to wander around, does a ton of damage. He is going to flash in. All that health is already back. He has a full bar. He's going to keep re-healing. Aatrox is going in real hard. And he finally shuts down the Vlad. That's 700 gold in Aatrox's pocket. So that means that Aatrox is going to get bigger. But Blackwing just takes down that while Vi and Jinx worked on the Baron. So that was a perfect positioning play from Murray State University. It sacrificed a couple of people, but they did an objective to make sure they collected something for all the work they did. Blackwing is going to keep them busy in the mid lane while Murray State goes down to get a second Mountain Drake, which will be that much more armor and magic resistance, which is what they really need. Zoe's going in hard on the Lysandra there. Lysandra's pretty low at this point and has to back out. Sejuani gets caught out in the wrong place at the wrong time, and they are definitely going to get her. There's the ultimate coming out from Jinx to just seal the deal, while Murray State continues to clear up the camps here in the FSU Crimson Jungle, keeping them away from the gold, keeping them away from the XP, not allowing them to catch up. Vi is not in a safe spot. I hope Vi is paying attention. Misfortune does not go for a play here. As you can see, Lysandra cleaning up some more of the enemy jungles to make sure they don't get it, and she's going to back here after probably getting the scuttle to give them more vision. Now, does have to worry about this positioning. She doesn't really know where everyone in FSU Crimson is. There is some pretty decent warding coming in from Murray State University this time around. So the positioning is not horrible. Aatrox is trying to clean up all those wards he finds and put down his own. Lysandra's still just cleaning out jungle camp after jungle camp, trying to get a little bit more XP, more gold, more buffs in the pocket. The stronger the mid laner can be, the more damage that Murray State can put out. Sejuani now looking for more wards in their jungle, cleaning things out. The positioning is coming out for, looks like, a team fight, possibly, but they're just going to have to stop these Baron buffed minions. So these minions, now that Murray State has the Baron Nashor buff, they're stronger, they do a little bit more damage, and they live a little longer. If left completely unchecked, they can easily push down tower after tower. So FSU Crimson is going to have to dedicate resources to each lane, making sure that those minions don't just push for the win and Murray State doesn't even have to do anything. Vi is in a bad position here, but can get out really quick. Nautilus and Jinx are just going to keep pushing up the mid lane. Exactly what you want to do. FSU Crimson coming back. And check out Lysandra pushing the bot lane down here. Making sure that we have 3 lanes of Baron minions pushing at all times. Vlad's in the top. Vlad died, so he does not have his Baron buff. But as you can see here, Jinx gets a kill on Sejuani. I just want to focus here on this. This is the big play right here. That's another turret down for FSU Crimson. While this fight's going on, all Murray State really has to do is kind of play the poke game. If they don't come over here, this turret is going to go down. There's the buff back on those minions. It does not stay unless your champion is there. And that's going to be another turret. While FSU is trying to deal with this Vlad, there's a stopwatch, or Zanya's coming out for him. He is going to pop his channel. He's asleep again, and that is how you shut down a Vlad. Just keep him CC'd during his abilities. And there was another turret taken by Blackwing. So that requires the Misfortune to come over here. That splits up who's going to be able to fight in the mid lane. Splits up who's going to be able to fight in the top lane. And Murray State is running this game. Let's go Racers. They're going to back now. I believe we have a Dragon's not coming up for another 2 minutes. It's tied up 2-2. It will be another Mountain Drake, which would put Murray State at 6, 12, 18% armor and extra magic resistance on top of whatever items they have already bought. And what this also means is if you were down a little bit and you had that, you wouldn't have to put so much time into defensive items, and you could build damage to help come back. That is the beauty of the new Dragons. Baron will be up in 2 minutes as well. So we'll probably see posturing for both of those objectives. Dragon first, then Baron. What they may do is no one may touch the Dragon and just really worry about the Baron buff, because that's sort of what people are used to playing. FSU Crimson pushing that mid lane back. They've got 2 main towers left before inhibitors. There's the bot lane inhibitor. looks like if bot lane is left alone, they will get that inhib. A little bit of poke going on in the mid lane. There is a dive in from Vlad. Nautilus gets the hook on Leona to lock her out of the fight. Sejuani goes in. Sejuani's getting rooted. Vi's putting in some damage. Jinx is putting in damage. Vi gets the kill. Jinx is throwing in more damage. Leona dives in on Lissandra. Not sure if that was the best idea. While Murray State is just still putting in damage. They get a little CC on the Jinx, but she is so fast now. Her attack speed is unparalleled, and they ace FSU Crimson again. So Murray State's just going to run it down mid, essentially. They might send one person to go push that bot lane inhibitor, but for the most part, they should just be pushing the mid lane, push that mid lane tower, push that mid inhibitor. The minions can handle the inhibitor. They won't get hurt there. And bot lane is even completely pushed up here. This has been a very good strategic game from Murray State University. They've kept lane control. They haven't quite kept the objective control I'd really want them to, but they've shown that they didn't need to. They were able to work off of not having those first 2 Drakes and just getting 2 Drakes afterwards. They did exactly what they needed to do, though. Made sure that FSU Crimson didn't get that 3rd Drake and didn't get that 4th Drake. FSU Crimson wasn't able to get Baron Nashor. They weren't able to get any major picks. Having a fed bot lane for Murray State University has really helped as well. Those multiple double kills in the bot lane just helped speed up the lead for Murray State, allowed them to quickly take these 8 towers and put them up 15,000 gold and up 16, now 15, quite a few kills, well over 15 kills at this point. FSU Crimson, all they can do at this point is try to clean up all of these minion waves that are coming at their camps. They're going to lose this 3rd dragon. That is, now they are up to 18% armor and magic resistance. So Murray State is all around more tanky. You usually don't build magic resistant armor items on some characters, but having 18% when they usually have 0 makes them insanely stronger defensively. Murray State's positioning for the Baron here. They're clearing out the vision, making sure FSU Crimson doesn't see them start it. They know that they're there, so what Murray State's going to look for here is an early pick. Lissandra's a little caught out. She gets pulled back in from the Aatrox attack, and Sejuani gets the ulti on her. She is stunned, and there's the Misfortune ult, but Murray State is already going in deep, knocking at Misfortune, shutting down that ulti. Vi is going in for the punch there. They take down. Sejuani shuts down Lissandra. Pizzeria shuts down Leona. Scraw shuts down Sejuani. And the only one alive is Zoe. And Zoe is going back to mid because Vlad is in their base taking down turrets. Zoe's low. Vlad can tank turret hits all day long. He is going to back out here. Let the minions tank the turret hits. And Murray State's just going to end. They're not going to worry about the Baron here. That is going to be more than likely GG. Yep, GG. So round 1 goes to Murray State University. Let's go, Racers!